Make sure everything is connected, sending data, streaming, making sure we are connected. Welcome in. We're shipping some stuff this morning. We're shipping 20 something items, streaming. All right. So we're shipping out 22. I just had one more order come in, 22 or 21 items on eBay, and I have 4 items sold on on Poshmark, but only 3 of them I have here. The other one was a return that sold before I could even put it back in inventory. So welcome in if you're just now coming in. Got a few screens going. If you have any questions, good morning. Kay, what's over? K-Flow? K-Flow, right? Good morning. Good morning. All right. So today's the day. If you guys are just now joining in, Autoposher is now live for anybody and everybody out there. So you can go to autoposher.com and check it out. If you want $5 off, you can use Surf's Up Finds. I have a link at surfsupfinds.com, but you get, I think, a week free and $5 off. So that's what's up. Rhonda, good morning. Speed Racer, the first part of waking up is Surf's Up in Your Cup, the jingle from the Maxwell. I got that one, Speed Racer. If I were probably 28, I probably wouldn't get it. But since I'm 38, I definitely get it. The Folgers. Whatever happened to that little jingle? What's up, Jen? Good morning. I would sing it for you, but I'm not a good singer. Let's get to packing some stuff. As always, I pulled off all my inventory. It's all right here. And I print out all my labels, and they're all right here. And we're going to just go through each item. I'm going to tell you how much I sold it for. All right. So what just sold were some Allbird tree runners. They don't go for a lot of money, but if I can find them for cheap, I'll resell them. So we'll have to pull those later on and ship them together. So Douglas will go down all the way to what sold last. It's going to be that. All right. Here we go. All right, come on in. So the women's Crocs sandals sell. I found 2 pair yesterday. Crocs are hot. Crocs are still hot right now. I can tell you that because when I was on spring break, all the high school kids, everyone wearing Crocs and socks. So they are good. What's up, Felix? Felix, when are we gonna get on and do some gaming? But yeah, Crocs are good. Again, it just depends on the model. It depends on the condition. Some Crocs go for over $100 if they're a collab. I think there are some Toy Story Crocs that can go for a ton of money. All that sort of stuff. All sorts of stuff. But yes, it just depends your buy cost. Really, with everything, it depends on your buy cost. If it's a decent brand like Crocs, if you can get them for $1 at a garage sale and they're in good condition, yeah, you can make good money off of those. Good morning, Mary. All right. So we'll go over, let's do our Poshmark sales first. That way, don't forget to put them in a priority mail envelope. So first thing that sold, my first pair that I've ever found, well, no, second pair, but first pair that I've sold, these Rothy's. So Rothy's, and you know that they're real if they say made in China on the inside. So underneath, they'll have the size and everything right here on the strip. If they say made in China, then they are real. These said made in China, so they're real. I'd have to get into Poshmark and see how much they actually sold for. Let me see. These sold for my sales. These sold for $35, and I paid $6. So I paid $6 for these. They sold for $35. Welcome in. How much do they go for? How much do what go for? How much do what? What's up, Kayla? Good morning, Kayla. Kayla, I miss K-Way Shop. I miss the Kayla part of K-Way Shop. We need to see you. And I hope you're feeling better with everything. Wayne was talking to us last night about what's going on with the skin thing, but I think you got it figured out. What do you think of shipping prices change starting May 15th on eBay? Jennifer, I don't know how many changes I've been through with eBay since I started. I mean, you name it, I've been through it. I don't even pay attention. I just keep buying good items and listing them for a good competitive price and make sales. There's a lot of, obviously, there are always new people. And if I were new, I would be like oh my gosh, what does it mean? Everything else, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're talking about, what's up, Vanessa? If you're talking about like that the buyers get to see how much you pay, I've already thought about it. Buyers get to see how much I pay for shipping, and they come back at me. I'll tell them I have to buy the shipping labels. I have to buy, it's pretty much handling. I have to buy the labels and the printer and everything, but I guarantee you're probably not going to get that question. People, I don't know, when you get something in the mail and it has a label on it, do you look at the label or do you just open the package? I guarantee 99% of the people will just open the package. So those are my thoughts on it. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So sold these Rothy's $35 over on Poshmark. Again, new to Poshmark, cross listing from Autoposher, which is now live today. And yeah, it's super easy for me to do. I'm now on Mercari too. I just basically click a couple buttons and I sell stuff over there. And I share and do all the stuff that Autoposher does. I don't really know much about those platforms other than I sell on them and stuff sells. So cool with that. My allergic reaction to sunscreen. I know. That's what he said. Of course, my mind went other places, but yeah, that's the excuse he told me too. Do you set calculated shippings on listings, Carrie? Yes. So I've always done that. I've always been in the camp of buyer pays shipping, and I always do calculated shipping. So always calculated shipping. Good morning, Ben Beautiful. Calculating shipping. D Jones, I got your question. For everything. So that means enter in the weight, enter in the dimensions, and of course your address will already be on there. And then eBay will figure out whoever purchases it, how much it's going to cost, and it will charge them that. And if you print your labels from home, you'll save a little bit money. If you take it to the post office and buy the label there, you're going to pay full price. I just made my first order. Let's go, Catherine. That's awesome. First order. I haven't heard that in a while. Let's go. Good stuff. Ben, good morning. Bobby, good morning. Wax and Tartans. What's up, sirs? Heading out to the hunt shortly, but waking up slow. I know, that was me this morning. I think garage sale season's going to be here like now. In the Midwest, it's starting to get that way. All right, what are your thoughts on the new email from eBay and on shipping? I don't think it's going to be a big deal. It's always there. eBay is always going to have changes, and there's always going to be new things. We just have to adapt to it. That's really not a big deal. That's not a big deal. The biggest deal that I can remember on eBay, these are just some Travis Matthews shorts. The polos aren't selling real well for me, but the shorts keep selling. New, used, whatever. These sold, I think, for $17 or $18 over on Poshmark. I can tell you exactly how much they sold for. $18 on Poshmark. Yeah, that's how much they sold for. But the biggest thing that eBay changed, which affected me, was the top rater seller plus. So you got top rated. It was just top rated if you met all the metrics that we all meet. Then they did top rater seller plus, which is you have to offer free shipping, next day shipping, and return free shipping. And I'm not doing actually any of those. So all these sales right now are from the last 48 hours. I do 1 to 3 day shipping. Usually I do 1 day shipping, but yesterday was my thrift day. So I'm getting it to it this morning. So I'm not going to do next day shipping for one. Most of the time I do, and I'm definitely not doing free shipping. But yeah, what would you do with your stores if you relocated out of the state for a year? So what would you do with your store if I relocated out of the state for a year? You'd have to set a lot of new stuff up, because you'd have to set up where you're shipping from. I'm guessing you're taking all your stuff with you. I have a big setup here, so it'd be a headache for me. But you know, when I was starting out at 100, 200 items, it wouldn't be that busy. What's up, Busy Benz? Are you surfs up, Brandon? I am surfs up. That's me. We surf the racks at the thrift store. Good morning, Donna Diggs. You can opt out. Yeah, and on the shipping with eBay, you can opt out of that. So there'll be an email sent. You can opt out. If you click the opt out, you don't have to worry about it. So I don't know why you wouldn't opt out. Found more gems on vacation. Filson button up, cricket polo, and some Ralph Lauren button ups. Let's go. Autumn. We talked about that yesterday, 2 days ago. how you gotta thrift on vacation, because you can find Filson and then you'll always thrift on vacation. JT loves you, JT, with the raid. Thanks, JT, for coming in. Appreciate you. JT entertains. Love him. Such a good guy. All right, making sure I want to get to all of the questions over here. Am I caught up? Okay. Good morning, Grammy. Okay. Good morning, Barbara Ann. Why do you choose Autoposher over Prime Lister? I choose Autoposher because Autoposher offers more than any other cross lister there is. So it offers, first of all, it has the virtual assistant built in as well. So everything's in the one stop, but it also does automatic detect. And so if something sells on Poshmark, it delists it right away from eBay. It has a ton of things. If you look compared to Vindu, List Perfectly, which one did you say? Prime Lister, it does more than all of those. And it's more user-friendly, in my opinion, than all of those. If you ask anyone that's done both or all different ones, I'm familiar with Vindu. It's better, in my opinion. So right now, in April 2024. It was only posted for 4 days. I literally just started. Hopefully my son will sleep so I can list more. Catherine, that's what I'm talking about. Now you're addicted. I'll always remember my first clothing sale. It was a Tommy Hilfiger big hit sweatshirt that I bought for $5. It sold for $50. And I was like, there's something here. There's something with clothing. So does the shipping cost vary from platform to platform when you cross-lister? Do you list on eBay and cross-list to other platforms? So yes, Daniel. So talking about Autoposher again, it's live today for everybody for cross-listing. And of course, like I said earlier, if you want $5 off, you can go to searchupfinds.com. There's $5 off. You get a free week too. But yeah, I list all my stuff on eBay, and then literally I can cross-list it to the other platforms. I can cross-list it to Poshmark in 5 seconds and Mercari in another 5 seconds. That's how quick you can list it to other platforms. eBay, you have to list all. If you list it on Poshmark and then cross-list it to eBay, you're going to have to input more information than you do if you list on eBay and cross-list it to the other platforms. So thanks, beautiful. JT, you're beautiful. When I go to my mom's to visit, there's a Goodwill near WVU, West Virginia University. And it's amazing. Yes, guys, don't sleep on college town thrift stores, because especially like Purdue, we have a lot of people that come in for engineering from around the world, and they come in, they purchase their stuff here, and then they donate it and fly back to wherever they're from. So don't sleep on college town Goodwills, just so you know. Let's see. When I go, I was hoping to find some awesome golf polos, but that was a no-go. That's all right, Autumn. You found a freaking CC Filson. That's better than a golf polo. Autoposher has amazing customer service and very user-friendly. There you go. The tutorials could go on and on, I'm telling you. How is responsibility for refunding shipping if an item is no longer trapping USPS? That happens often, or not often, but sometimes with me. We'll talk about the next sale. This is a on the go. So usually I like to pick up Vineyard Vines when they have the little logo on it. This one does not have the logo anywhere, but it's a gingham check, which is that pattern right there. It's blue and it looks like a picnic table, but it's blue. It's called gingham check. And this one is on the go performance or whatever. So it's like, it gets that cooling effect. So this sold on Poshmark for $25. $25. I had $5 into it. So that's how much I paid for it. If you have a question over on Insta, just put a question mark and I will be able to see it. Thanks, Frenchie. All right, this is going to go out priority. Dang it, guys, look. I keep forgetting with Poshmark, I keep putting stuff in poly mailers. I got to put it in the free envelopes. Free envelopes. I've had it happen 3 times this month. Okay, so I've actually had it happen recently too. I don't know if it's because people are sending in taxes. It's busy, but you would think during Christmas it'd happen even more. But yeah, what happens is it doesn't get tracked. It's not tracking. And I just tell the buyer, listen, I've been selling, and they can see I've been selling. I've sold thousands of items on eBay, and I've never had an item lost. So it will get to you, and it always does get to them. It always gets to them. So I would say I can't see anything on my end, but I assure you that it's there and it's coming your way. What's up, Posh Tick? Happy Thunder Eve. There you go. Happy Friday Eve. Let's see. So the shipping cost does vary from platform to platform, but I have buyer pay shipping. So do you promote any of your listings on eBay, and does that help? So Amanda, yes. For example, I promote actually both of these. So anything that there's a saturated market on and I price it at the lowest I can, I will do promoted listings at like 5% usually. So like a Polo Ralph Lauren like this, I will promote that at 5%, and I'll price it anywhere from $18 to $22. And then Untuck is the same thing. But if I had a CC Filson, I do not promote that. So I don't promote my entire store. If I have really good items like that jacket right there, it doesn't need promoted. It will sell on its own. What's up, Bradley boy? What's up, Sean? Not sure why my eBay has been very slow. Any suggestions? Send out offers. I don't know how many items do you have in your eBay store? Tell me that first. Do you promote? PSA, if you ever find Lululemon Canada Olympics gear, don't pass on it. It's priced a little higher. I sold a long sleeve $55 in a few hours after paying $7. Wax and tartans. It's funny you say that because you guys know I'm a Lululemon guy. That's what I wear. Lululemon. Love Polo Ralph Lauren. Let's talk about both brands. Lululemon, it might be a Canadian brand. I don't know, but they they sponsor and make the uniforms and stuff for the Olympics. So when the Olympics, they do opening ceremonies, they have a whole Olympic line. I'm pretty sure Lululemon mixes stuff for the Olympic team of Canada. Polo Ralph Lauren makes the Olympic team swag for USA. So you're going to start seeing a lot of that stuff come out. It's usually pretty hot. And past prior years, it's hot too, like you're saying. Sharing the info. Thanks, Wax. So we shared it to everybody. I have not had an email yet from eBay. I don't know if I have either. What do you mean opt out? So Grammy, you can opt out of it when they send the email. You can just say don't want to be a part of that. Good morning. I will keep trying to find brand you don't know. Audra's what I shared a brand and she's like, oh, I didn't know. And I was like, now it's your turn to share a brand with me that I don't know about. On Surf's Up Finds community, Surf's resale community. If you just go to Google and look up Surf's resale community, it's the first thing that pops up. You can click it and join the group. It's absolutely free. It's a private group, but you can join it. And I posted something in there, and it's a brand new brand to me. Just found it twice in the past 3 weeks. Always finding new brands. I love it. Love finding new brands. I love when people tell me new brands. Audra showed me one this morning, Poncho. I've sold and only found one Poncho before. And that's a tough one to list and sell because the name is Poncho. And think how many ponchos come up when you do it. My sales are slow the last couple of days. All right, I'll come over to you. I found 30 vinyl albums of Carnegie Hall albums, the other various records. Man, the records I found at estate sales my dad were doing, I mean, thousands and thousands. $65 for all, but 2-hour drive. I have a few sold on eBay for $250-ish, but not as many albums. 14 available, 3 sold. Should I go get it? Thoughts probably listed for $3.99. Thanks. That's up to you. Now, remember, shipping costs on all those albums will be decent. 30 is not bad. But vinyls are tricky because some are worth good money and there's a lot of them that aren't. So vinyls are tricky. That's up to you. I've only sold a few vinyl in my past. And every estate sale had them, but they all had the same ones. They had musicals, Frank Sinatra, all the same ones. Like every estate sale. Have you found Prana shorts to be good? Yep. Sydney, Prana shorts always sell for in the 20s for me, especially most of them that are the nylon brand. Surf's reseller community. Yep. Still confused on opt-out. Grammy, if you get the email, you'll see it and just read through it. It should help. It'll explain itself to you. High prices. I love Poncho. I do too. AG2, a great brand, high resale. I like AG jeans for men. I just posted a live video on YouTube and from yesterday, we found AG. We talked about it a little bit during the live. I'd be okay with passing eBay discount, except eBay changes fees on shipping charges. Passes our discount 100%, increases our fees. eBay loves to make the seller pay more, make their product. Yeah, and eBay actually laid off like 5% of people, like they announced it this week or something like that. I mean, they're trying to make money, but again, it's more than a brick and mortar. So Poshmark charges you 20% for your sale. eBay charges a little over 13. So yeah. All right, let me come over to you guys. Happened 3 times this month. Not sure. eBay is very slow. Any suggestions? And then I want to know how many items you have for sale. I have 232 items. Okay. Do you have? I'm not just saying this, but if I had 232 items, I would probably have a store by now, and I would definitely try to list across multiple platforms. So you have 232 items sitting on one platform. If you had it on 2 or 3 more other platforms, then you have all those other eyes looking at those items. So if eBay's slow, you'll probably get a sale on the other platforms, right? So like Poshmark, I got 3 sales. So I would do that, and then also just send out offers. You can either do that manually or you can do that in your sleep with Autoposher. I always do 5%. Sean does 5% no matter what on all his promotions. A lot of people do. I think K-Way does too. I think K-Way does. He promotes all his items at a certain percentage. I think he does that. What's up, Mari? Sometimes you get lost ground advantage. I'm responsible for refunding the entire amount. If something gets lost on ground advantage, you can file a claim with the post office as long as if they scanned it in and it gets lost. Pretty sure you can file a claim with them, but I don't know if there's insurance. I know with priority you get $50 or $100 automatic insurance. I just sold a pair of ASRV joggers, new brand to me, in less than an hour. $50 on Posh. ASRV. I don't think I know that brand. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I know it. My raw store is Raw Self. Also, I would love to do. A lot of people have messaged me lately about doing store reviews, and I would love to do it. And my store is not perfect, but I get a lot of those often, and I just don't have time. Today I have to work. I'm going to make a video of a haul that I got over the past week, and I have 12 yards of mulch to lay. So I just don't have time. I love to do it because I love helping people in their stores. But what's up, Jaylicious? Lilac golf polos, 50% sell-through rate, $30 to $50. I've never heard of. Is it lilac? Is that what it is? Golf polos? I've never heard of it. See, here you guys are coming with them. Here you go. So this is a Johnny O quarter zip. I just listed this. It feels like yesterday. I don't know. Recently. Sold for $24.99. Bought it for $5. Again, Johnny O. I only pick stuff up that is like a performance blend. You'll see it in the haul. I picked up brand new with tags. So let me tell you a little story. After I packed this, $5 into $25. Can you check my eBay and give me advice? Yeah. The thing is, I get so many people wanting me to look at their stores. I mean, there might be a night that Wayne, K-Way, and I used to do that. We used to do, like, every once in a while, we would do store reviews. And that was fun. And I mean, I could improve my own store, but I can definitely tell you, like, what items are good, if they're priced okay, your pictures look decent enough to sell it. Hey guys, UPS Ground Advantage gives you 100% insurance automatically. There you go. USPS Ground Advantage gives you $100 insurance automatically. So if an item does get lost, as long as it's been tracking, you can file a claim on USPS with the tracking number and explain what happened. And I've had to do that before with like broken items. And usually always they cover it. People should look at your store. I learned from doing that. Yeah, Audra. So look at my store. I always tell people, that's why I have it listed. If you go to sourceupfinds.com, I don't sell anything to anybody. I put that website up so you can see what I use. You can see my eBay store. Look at my eBay store. Look at my sold listings. For example, if like this G4 right here that we're about to pack, I have a G4 that I just sold. Look at the picture I took. Look how much I listed it for. If you have the same G4 and your picture looks the same, but yours is $20 more, I would just say your price is too high. So this is a G4. You're going to have your little emblem on the back. Sometimes you see that emblem. It looks like on other stuff, and it's called Sage. You guys know what I'm talking about? It always tricks me. But G4, really good brand to be on the lookout for. This one sold on eBay for $38. I took a best offer on that one. So this is going out, and I'll tell you my story. I would have loved to have that input, but I understand you're busy. Yeah, trust me, I would love to. I'd love to. Do I do international sales, Barbara? Yes. Judy Blues and her cousin Lulu are top sellers right now. Judy Blues sell. Where do they sell Judy Blue at? I don't even know where they sell them at, like resale wise. Yeah, all those are good sellers. Right item, right price. That's all there is to it. Oh my gosh, lots of questions. Not lilac. So what is it? It looked like lilac. Oh, ILIAC. It looked like lilac with the lowercase. ILIAC polos. I'm typing it over here so everyone can see. Okay, so this is what happened. There's a reseller. There's a ton of resellers in my town, right? And there was a guy yesterday going through all the men's section, right? And I see him often. And so I'm like, whatever. I still go through stuff because you got to know brands that other people don't. He passed up on brand new with tags, Johnny O, because we just shipped that. That's what reminded me of it. Johnny O, 100% linen, long sleeve shirt. So, like, there's a piece of me sometimes when I see a reseller, I'm like, I'm not going to go down the aisle because they found everything. Sorry about the light. But dude left that. And he also left something else. I forget what it was, but it was right next to it. So go down the aisles that other resellers go down, because a lot of times they don't know all the brands, or it might not be what they sell. It might not be their category. He could be just like a vintage guy. I don't know. But I have seen him pick up Athleta and Lululemon. Bolo, Nilly Loten. I don't know a lot about women's clothing, so there could be a lot there. And that's a tough one for me to imprint in my brain. Judy Blues are mostly sold at boutique shops. Okay, good to know. Good morning, Sophia. Just arrived. Did you provide thoughts on eBay default shipping service notifications? I just said, basically, it's no big deal to me. You can read the email and decide if you want to opt out of it or whatever. Good morning, Tammy. There's always going to be changes on eBay. I mean, Mercari just had changes. There's always going to be changes on all the platforms. Just have to adjust. Okay, here's an Autoposher sale. This sold for $23.74. As you guys know who have Autoposher, it sends out offers while I sleep. So someone took an offer for this. I don't list anything for $23.74. So here's a FootJoy sweater. I will pick these up because they obviously sell. A FootJoy sweater, bought it for $5. It sold for $23.74. This is going out Ground Advantage. Let's make sure it's going to Brandon. It's going to Brandon. Even if it doesn't track insurance, I want to start selling on eBay, and everyone is saying is very slow. You want to start selling on eBay, and everyone's saying it's very slow. That's why I'm here, right? Right now, you're watching me pack 22 eBay orders. You're watching me pack 22 eBay orders. So, Felix says, surfs over all Indiana resellers. There's no other Indiana resellers. Bearded's the only one, and he's MIA. And he doesn't go live. So, eBay is not slow if you're listing the right items at the right price. I'm showing you what I'm selling and how much I'm selling them for. So, that's that. It might be slow. It's all ebbs and flows. If today's slow, zoom out and look at the week. If the week looks slow, zoom out and look at the month. Does that month look like previous months or months in the past? That's both previous, but I was thinking like prior months. So when in doubt, zoom out. So today and yesterday have been slow. Just zoom out and see what those look like. There's ebbs and flows with eBay. Some days we all know you get 5 orders and the next you get 10 and you're like, wow, it's hopping. Tiger Woods hat, again, I priced all these down. They're selling like crazy now. I bought these all for $5 a piece. Listed them at $20. Tiger Woods is not with Nike anymore, so I think everyone was clearancing them out. I bought these before that announcement was made. Looked online. I dropped all the prices to $15. I have a ton of them, so I just list one and I list the quantity. So it's super easy. 5 into 15, good with that. And I ship them in a box like this. So anytime I find a build hat like this, I ship in a box. Anytime I find a flat bill like this, I ship in a box. Surfs, when do you start your reselling journey? Frenchie, I started reselling in 2001. I was lucky enough to get a head start in life with reselling because of my dad. Should we get some kind of weird glare? It's the light. I mean, I can. Whoops. And there that goes. Now you guys have all the weird glare. See, I have a little window right here. So, but that's that. Those were my Lalique. So I was lucky enough to do estate sales with my dad. Lalique, when I was in high school, he did estate sales. So I'm like, eBay's starting to be a thing. They don't know internet. I think I could probably sell stuff on eBay. And I wanted money. So I started selling stuff and it just took off from there. So these are from estate sales that my dad had. These are Lalique fish. So if you look on eBay and look up Lalique fish, you'll see a whole bunch of different colors of these. I have them up here in my window. I have a collection of them that I just collected over the years. Here's another blue one. So Lalique fish. These used to sell really well. And really, really old Lalique does well too. I have one piece. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Hi, Brad. What's up, Amy D? Hello down south here. What's up, Posh Tick? Sean, Indiana reseller who is online with their face. You're not online though. You're a good reseller. Maybe that other reseller. Yeah. Surfs, what's your estimate weight for the hat? So this hat with this box weighs, I put 10 ounces. I think it actually weighs more like 8, but I put 10 ounces on these. So very, very light. 10 ounces, and I put this dimension on the box. So anytime I have a hat, I do 10 ounces. I recommend anyone new getting a scale. And I have some other supplies that I use on Amazon. You can go to my link tree or search up finds. You can see what I use. I don't actually use a scale because, again, I've been doing it a while. I just kind of guesstimate how much it weighs, and I might add a little bit if I don't. But I've sold plenty of hats, plenty of Ralph Lauren stuff, shirts like the one we're about to pack up. I just know how much it's going to ship for. How do you do your bookkeeping? I just did my taxes. I don't talk too much about that information because it's different for everybody. It's a long explanation, but I pretty much do total cost of when I go to a thrift store divided by how many items I got, and that's how I do it. I'm originally from Indiana, the best sourcing state, especially yard sales. Shannon, I want to hit up more garage sales and yard sales. I just haven't. Make sure that's I want to make sure that's the small medium. Yep, small medium going out the door. So these right here. So if they sell for, if these Tiger Woods hats sell for $15 new right now, would that be a pickup for $5 used at a sale? Most likely you would think, ooh, Tiger Woods, but I would not buy that for $5 used. What's up, Sandy? What's up, Veronica? I had some Dansko shoes on Poshmark and just would not sell. Lots of interested, but no sale. Crossed, posted to eBay, sold within a week. Full asking price, $59. Veronica, what cross lister do you have? But that's, guys, I made a big mistake. I might have talked about it recently. I should have been cross listing a year ago. I should have been cross-listing a year ago. But I also just got into social media and I was overwhelmed. But now I can multitask, and you guys give me some a little bit of leeway for messing up all the time because we're friends. Estate sales. I love estate sales. Posh, all of us Indiana resellers are crushed. He forgot all of us. No, he was saying the best reseller that goes live. I want you guys to go live. I want to watch other resellers. I learned stuff from you guys. I mean, we're tired of watching this guy. We're tired of watching this guy and me. We want some new people. I'm just kidding. All right. Next item, Polo Ralph Lauren again. I talked about it. People, I was actually talking to someone yesterday about it in person. And people are like, you always pick up Ralph Lauren and it doesn't sell for me and everything. I sell these. I have two. I sell these every day. This is not to a repeat buyer. This is to a new customer. So what I recommend is just going to my eBay store, look at my pricing, look at my thumbnails, all that sort of stuff. They're not going to sell. You don't list it one day, it sells the next for these. You list 25 over time and you sell 1 or 2 or 3 a week with 25. Aw, we are friends. Casey, of course we're friends. We're a community. We are a community. Thanks for following, by the way. Yeah, so if you guys are new here, I am a full-time reseller and a full-time teacher, I guess, just for life. We'll just say that for life. That one sold for $21.99. That's an older label. Nothing special about that. That one I actually had. That one was at the bottom of my bin in the other room. These sell way faster. These gingham check polos sell way, way faster. So if you see these in the wild, those sell better. That sold for $21.99, which is pretty good, I thought, for that. I don't even know if I'd price that. I'd price that at $18.99 now, but maybe not. Tiger Woods hat, another one. This one's red. Same deal, $15. Bought it for $5. With the bitty box. With the bitty box. Hello from East Tennessee. East Tennessee. We were just near you. Isn't that Knoxville, right? Knoxville's East Tennessee. We just drove through East Tennessee maybe a couple weeks ago. All right. I have some. I have a sneeze coming. Okay, it's gone. Thanks for continuing to do lives and teaching. You're motivating. Cindy, I hope so. When people say things like that, it makes me want to do it because I'm sure K-Way has told you too. If you guys watch K-Way, I've heard him mention it in his lives. This is 2 hours. I could list so many items in 2 hours, and the platforms don't pay that much or anything. So I just like talking. Reselling's kind of a lonely business, right? Because you're by yourself, you're thrifting by yourself, you're listing by yourself. So it's nice to have a community. It's nice to pay it forward and teach. Obviously, that's in my blood. Mark. Appreciate it. Is K-Way back live yet? Yeah, K-Way is live. He has live reinstated on TikTok. But he doesn't always go live over there. But he definitely, anytime he goes live, he'll be live on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And sometimes, and last night he was live on TikTok as well. I like being alone. We're lone birds. All right. Bobby, I love Autoposher. However, my old listing has more than 12 photos. That's all Mercari takes. Grr. I use my measurements and photos. Tough to figure it out. You're going to have to cut out a few of those photos. So the only items I have probably 12 photos or more would be suits. But yeah, most of my items, I don't have 12 photos. For example, do you guys want to see that Polo Ralph Lauren shirt that I sold for $21? How many photos would you take of that? How many photos would you take of that? I took one extra than I should have. I took one extra. Do you have a listing goal each day? Yes, Johnny. Right now, it's 15 a day or more. 15 a day or more. 6 months ago, I started reselling. I started using Mindu last month. Sold a pair of Golden Goose sneakers for $300. First week of cross listing. See, Having cross-list or whatever one you choose is a game changer, I think. But yeah, that's also a really good brand, everybody. Golden Goose shoes. I cross-post manually on my own to eBay, Mercari, and recently Depop. There you go, Veronica. I look at it like we are all coworkers. Yeah, we're all coworkers. Audra, you're a great coworker. I wish I could stay and watch, but heading to my kids' school trip. That's awesome from Kansas. Have fun on the school trip. I know it's pretty nice weather there because you guys are just east of us or west of us. But have fun. You can always rewatch it later on YouTube. I'm north of Knoxville. Okay. I'm in Knoxville. Ooh, we have a couple people from East Tennessee. Hello from Siesta Key. What's up, Siesta Key? Siesta Key reminds me of a really stupid show my wife used to watch. Siesta Key, totally made up. Good morning from Virginia. What's up, Virginia? Thank you, Surfson. What do I do? I've learned a lot from you. I appreciate it. That's the goal. You learn a lot. I mean, I watch other creators too. So if I'm not your cup of tea, you guys know I'm a like in your face, loud type of guy. My shorts, everything. That's just my personality. There have been times where I'm like, maybe I should tune it down or whatever. That's me. That's me. So I'm not for everybody. There's other creators that are really, really good. But so there's a lot of people. Take bits and pieces from everybody. I've watched K-Way New, J-Ride, and J-Ride. Yeah, J-Ride has a lot of hard good information. A lot when I started. I learned a lot from all of you. I now promote all at 2.6 and list every day. I have daily sales. I started with List Perfectly, and it took too long and slowed me down. Listing not enough. Money made to pay for $60 monthly fee. So I dropped List Perfectly last year. Question. I have 1,000 items. Do you think Autoposher for cross-listing is what I should do? Grammy, 100%. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you real quick. Okay. I'll show you guys too. We're all coworkers. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of people I've missed. Ooh, sorry. Okay. Ooh, that is so close. I am so sorry. You guys have to look at I haven't even shaved. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to take you guys in real quick. This is how easy is it to do? Autoposher. All right. So here's Autoposher's brand new page because now it's up for everyone. I'm going to go there. Make sure it's sharing. Okay. So I'm going to go right there, go to my inventory, which is my cross-lister. You can see all these items have been cross-listed. I want to cross-list this FootJoy. Actually, let's do one that hasn't been cross-listed to, all right. I don't want to do that one because I have multiples. We're going to do one that hasn't been cross-listed over to Poshmark. Let's go back. We'll go back to this one. So this is how long it takes to cross-list. Here's one right here that has not been cross-listed over to Mercari. It's been cross-listed to Poshmark and eBay. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit list. And it is listed. Done. Boom. That's how long it takes to cross-list. So I list something on eBay, 5 seconds to list here, 5 seconds to list here, and they're listed across 3 platforms. Super easy. And then already today, let's see already today how many shares and everything else it's had. I'm going to go to my dashboard. Already today, we've had all these shares on Poshmark, 3 offers sent out, 89 followers followed on eBay, 23 offers sent out, 19 recreates, which means delisting, relisting. Mercari, I have not set up offers yet. Not sure if I want to. And then 0 relists yet on Mercari. I only have, let's see how many items I have on Mercari. Mercari, I have 19 items on Mercari. So I have a lot of cross-listing to catch up on. But hopefully that helps you out to see how easy it is to cross-list. I mean, we just did that in a matter of seconds. Now let me get over to you guys over here. Also, this is my paperweight. This Lego car from Wolf of Wall Street. This is my paperweight for all my labels. I do my labels. Okay. 5, 5, 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4. Okay, that was that question. That's why I got so bad. Front, back, size, tag, material. Okay, so the question was, how many items do I take of a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt? There's my thumbnail. 1, a full front view. You got your frontal view. You know what I mean? 2, 3 with the size, 4 with the measurements, 5 with the other measurement pit to pit. I do 5 pictures for Polo Ralph Lauren shirts. 5. I usually do 5 pictures for almost all of my shirts. 5 or 6 if I want a picture of the back. If it's an $18 polo that has nothing different on the back, like that polo, I don't take any back pictures. Like this brand right here, which is new to me, it might be new to you. I don't take any extra pictures. What's up from Orlando? I love Disney World. I know it's not Orlando, it's kissing me, but I love Disney World. I'm new to your site. Where do you do most of your sourcing? Goodwill. So here in Indianapolis, Goodwill owns the city pretty much. We have all Goodwills. We have just a handful of other thrift stores, all Goodwills. I also like retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. Got to go Goodwill and then go to one tomorrow. All right, Sean, we'll see you later. Autoposher was a game changer for me. It's very effective. Exactly. I think you're going to hear that across the board for everybody. It's live now. You guys are good to go. You can get the cross lister. You can get everything. Use that coupon code for $5 off. You get a free week too using Source Up Finds. How much is Autoposher? It's on there now. So if you go to autoposher.com, you can see how much it is for all the different categories. There's a ton of different categories. You can use just the automation system, which does your delist, relist, and your shares and all that stuff. Or you can just use a cross lister, or you can use both. I use both. I want to have it all. It pays for itself in a couple days. It's 100% write-off at the end of the year. So which package do I have on Poshmark? The $89.99 package. So the most expensive one, because I'm full-time and I list a ton of stuff. So I have to cross-list a lot. So I get the full package. I pay $89.99 a month. My sales stock completely on eBay. Would you know why? I don't know why they would completely stop. Just send out offers, send out some maybe low offers on items that have been sitting for a while. Get those things out, get your stuff moving. But that's another good thing about Autoposher. It does the delist relist. With it completely delist your items and relist it as a brand new item. So it pushes it up in the algorithms on eBay, and eBay thinks your store is active instead of just auto renewing it. eBay auto renews your items after every 31 days. Autoposher stops that process. Stupid show. Hello from Chattanooga. What's up, Chattanooga? We drove through Chattanooga. Chattanooga is beautiful. Chattanooga with the water going through it. Be yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna be myself. I can't be anyone else but myself. Do you like Viore or Faherty better for men's shorts? Viore. Faherty is a very good selling brand. In fact, I think these are them. No, those are not them. I just had a pair. Where are they? I don't know where. They were right over there. I didn't sell them, but I just ran across a pair the other day when I found I was looking for another pair of shorts. But yeah, Viore shorts, I don't have any in stock. Viore shorts are my favorite. Your wife watches Siesta Key. I love her. No, don't support that. That is awful show. Totally made up. All those are scripted. All those shows are scripted. My ears were ringing. Autoposher's in the chat. So if you guys have any questions about Autoposher, if you want to, you can go over to YouTube right now, and we're live over there, and I will answer them here right now. I do take a pick of material tag like linen or wool. Figure it shows proof that it may be. Yeah. So Audra, if the item is a special blend like that Polo Ralph Lauren, this one again is not when I sold. I listed it. I don't take a picture of the tag that it's 100% cotton because I put cotton in it. If it is linen and silk, I do take a picture of that tag. So if it is linen or silk, I definitely take a picture of the tag. Or if it's a sweater and it's got cashmere in it, I take a picture of that tag. Definitely know you're not from Florida. Just how you're kissing me. Oh, did I pronounce it wrong? Yeah, I'm not from Florida. I'm just a Florida fan. All right, let's get to the next item that sold. So that one sold for $21.99. Next item that sold is a Bonobos speaking of Autoposher, this is the Autoposher sale. Bonobos pair of jeans. So these jeans, I do not recommend picking these up. I have to pay $7.99 again. It's your cost of goods. If you can buy it for $2 or $3, it's worth it. But these are Bonobos jeans. They don't sell really well. I've had these listed for a really long time. They sold for $21.84. How do I know it's an Autoposher sale? Because I have a 5% offer sent out to everyone, and I don't list anything at $21.84. So someone took the offer, and that's what the price ended up being after the offer was taken. Let me catch up. Can we all see your setup? I have a lot of videos of my setup, but yeah, I can show you at the end. What setup do you want to see? This is going out, by the way, in a padded flat rate envelope. You guys can't get me off selling jeans in padded flat rate envelopes. I'm gonna ship them in padded flat rate envelopes. How do you do Autoposher? It's super easy. So basically, if you're new here, it's a cross lister and a virtual assistant all into one. You can use them separately. I do the combined, but yeah, I go over it on YouTube. If you want to hop on YouTube and Facebook after I pack these items, I can go through how it works. But it's a cross lister and it's a virtual assistant in one. And you need those if you're going to be serious about reselling. You know, if you have 50 items for sale, you could probably do everything manually, honestly. But if you have a big store and a lot of items, you know, you're going to save a ton of time. All right, let me make sure I'm answering everyone's questions. Also, with D-List Relist on Poshmark, it shows up a new brand section for more eyes in there. Yeah, so when you do the D-List Relist on Poshmark with the Autoposher, it shows up in the new brand section, so more eyes will see it. Is eBay not updating the shipping info for anyone else today? I'm not sure. I just printed out all my eBay labels, so it all worked for me. Good morning, John. Thanks for all that you do. Appreciate it. You're welcome. John, my first name is actually John. I don't go by it, never did, but just named after, I'm like the third, John B. Leatherman the third. Awful show. Awful show. Wrecked our Siesta vibe. Yes, Lily, an awful show. Siesta Key was an awful show. And I've been to Siesta Key. It's not Vegas. It's not like LA or anything. It's a small little place. Oh my gosh. All these messages just came in. What on earth? Okay, this is the brand right here. This is the brand right here that you guys probably don't know. I didn't know it. Maybe you do. It's called FINA More. So Finamore, it's Napoli, so it's Italian. So I'll just show you the label, and then you guys can go from there. You know a lot of these names. I don't know how to pronounce them. But yeah, Finamore. I know it's blurry, but that's what it looks like. Again, if you want to see what it looks like, just go to my sold listings on my eBay. Go to surfsupfinds.com. And Autoposher, I have a link there to get you a discount on Autoposher. Surfsupfinds.com. All right, here we go. This is heading out. Sold this shirt for best offer $38. We live thrifted this together. There's a video of it over on YouTube, I believe. It was a couple live thrifts ago. It was a really good live thrift. This one we filled the whole cart full of stuff. For the whole cart. All right. David. David. Going out. All right, let me get back over here. How do you do Autoposher? I'll show you after. So at the end of shipping this stuff, we'll go in. I'll take you into Autoposher. I'll show you exactly how it works. I can print labels, but everything shows unshipped. That's weird. You know what? It did the same thing for me. You're right. So right now, on my phone, whenever I do shipping, it would say it's shipped. Right now, it's saying everything is unshipped on my phone. Usually it would say shipped. So you're right. I don't know what that is. I'm sure they'll have it figured out. The most important thing is just get this stuff out. So get your stuff out the door and you'll be good. This person bought 3 pairs of cleats. So you guys know I bought all these cleats at a warehouse sale. Bought them for $10 a piece. I've been selling them for $40. This person bought 3 pairs of cleats, Usually I just slap the sticker on there, but I have 3 to ship all in one order. So I don't have a box that fits them, so I'm going to double wrap them. Autoposher is only a website. Is there no app? Amber, you can make it into an app. Yes, easily. So right here is my phone. You guys can see my phones. How about that? There's an app right there, Autoposher. Super easy. If you go to Autoposher on IG on Instagram, look, we just sold something. On IG on Instagram, I'll show you exactly how to make it an app. Click it, and there's your app. I can go up to here and click on my dashboard and see everything. So it easily can be, it's made to be an app. The website looks rudimentary, kind of, very user friendly, and the app is the same way. It makes it so the app is super easy. So you just make it into an app. It's not an app store. So I can do all my cross listing on my phone. I can change anything on my phone I want to. So we just shared more items. We have 818 shares. Let's pack these up. 3 of these. 3. Have you kept your viewer to yourself? Casey, that's a very personal question. You need Michael Berry Posher from The Big Short poster. Michael Berry poster. Michael Berry, he made a lot of money on The Big Short. He hasn't made a lot of money since. So I if you look at, like, he shorted the semiconductors and the semiconductors went crazy. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to be that guy. Hey, I'm a Disney Pass holder too. I'm there weekly. Love the mouse. Catherine, you're in the right place because I love the mouse. Here you go. Your vintage Epcot visor. Shipped out several packages yesterday, and one hasn't processed. Drives me crazy. Yeah, I know. It can drive you crazy, but sometimes it will just randomly scan in. But I've never had an issue with the lost package. Never. The only thing I've had an issue with, like I said, is if something becomes damaged. So, yeah. Like I said, we're putting all of these in one bag, and then I'm going to double bag it. I like that show too. Donna, don't say that. Show is awful. Siesta Key is awful. All right, so we have, is Autoposher still in the chat real quick? Autoposher still in the chat? Off the subject, but when do you use the Rode microphone when you are doing live shows? Like right now, Shauna, I have a Rode like plug-in microphone. I have the little Rode microphone when I do talking into it, like shorts, or when I do a live haul like I'll do today. But I have a microphone here that I plugged into my computer. I am not that tech savvy. Okay, so Autoposher is still here. So if you don't, we have 150 people over on TikTok, and we have almost 60 people over here between Facebook and YouTube. If you don't follow Autoposher on Instagram, go over, type in Autoposher and follow over there. There's tons of tutorials. There's tons of updates. Great customer service. So that's where you want to go if you want to know about Autoposher. If you want to check out any new tutorials, any new videos over on IG. On IG, that's for everyone over there too. We're on IG too. Instagram. All right. So I'm going to get back to what I sold. These are going to Nardu. These are going to Florida. Medley, Florida. I've never heard of Medley, Florida. Going out the door. So people say eBay is slow right now. I've had a couple sales that were through Autoposher, and then also just list. You'll get sales. Next item. This is an RLX. I kind of shy away now from RLX. It used to be a lot better. I prefer RLX is Ralph Lauren's sport line. So all the polos are like you guys know. Most of you know, if you're new here, all the polos are spandex performance. I'd rather have the polo performance with the horse pony, with the little pony right there. Those sell better for me. But this one has the U.S. Open Oakmont, which is a golf tournament. U.S. Open. It's actually one of the, oh, look on the back. It says U.S. Open really big. So that sold for $17.99. I've had that listed since last summer. So it's been a minute. D-list, relist on that one. $17.99. Bought it for $5. What's your Autoposher code? If you go to my link tree or just simply go to surfsupfinds.com and you'll see Autoposher. $5 off Autoposher. Just click on that link and you'll go from there. So surfsupfinds.com, Autoposher. Click the link. You'll go from there. It'll say $5 off. Again, I made a website, so it's easy. I also have a link tree, but I didn't even know what a link tree was a year ago, so I usually just do Surfsify. If you want to look at my link tree, I have that too attached on all the platforms. I use Pirate Ship, and it updated fine. There you go. Meg, I don't use Pirate Ship, though. You guys know me. I don't use Pirate Ship. I just ship straight off eBay, straight off Poshmark. New phone? Who dis? I don't have a new phone. Peak Asheville. Peak Asheville. Who's that? Peak. Is that Chris at Peak Asheville with the new logo too? It's your background. Is this going to be your new one? Do you want people to follow you over here? This is a Bad Birdie. This was a retail arbitrage item. I bought it. These were all $11, I think, a piece, and it sold for $37.99. Slowly selling these. Just keep selling. They just keep selling. I can tell teaching is in your blood. Thanks for all the good stuff. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm sorry you had to deal with the Siesta Key stuff living there, but yeah, I appreciate it. My wife's a teacher. We talk about teaching daily, and love the kids, miss the kids, but I also like to be able to talk to you guys right now. I like to be able to go out and lay mulch today on a sunny day, listen to music in my ears, and drink a Monster whenever I want, because you can't do that at school. So I put in my 13 years. Sure, you did. Did you peep the new site? Yes. So the new site, there's a brand new site over on Autoposher. It looks a little different for you guys that have Autoposher already. So you'll go over to the tab again at the end of the video, or at the end of the packing, which we're almost finished. Hop over to Facebook and YouTube, and we'll go into Autoposher. It looks different, but it's the same. You'll just get to your dashboard and inventory a little bit differently. Peak Asheville. I'm going to pin this comment. If you guys don't follow Peak Asheville, follow Peak Asheville. I'm not sure if I missed it, if he's going live there or not, or whatever. Our homepage is looking fresh. It is looking fresh. It's looking good. What I meant by rudimentary is in a good way about the website is that it's very easy. That's a term we use in education a lot. It's very easy to navigate. It doesn't look super overwhelming, which I like. I like very easy, and then it transfers over to your phone just as easy, so it looks like an app. Very user-friendly. Very user-friendly. Just started following you, so you were a teacher. No wonder you're a good personality. Thanks, Caroline. That is nice that you say I have a good personality. You should tell my wife that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, was a teacher. 13 years. I never wanted to be a full-time never thought I'd be a full-time reseller, as a lot of you know. It just happened to work out that way. It was always just meant to be a really good side hustle, which what it was. Paid for vacations, paid for any type of bills we had come in, savings, all that sort of stuff. Patagonia, shorts, again, retail arbitrage. Don't need to get deep into these. Bought these and sold them for $39.99. Retail arbitrage, I don't like talking a whole bunch about it because it doesn't relate to everybody. But Patagonia, obviously, is a brand we all know and we all want to pick up at the right price. Just sign up for both bundle plans on Autoposher. Let's go. And I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Plus, you get a week for free. Get those listings cross-listed. If you think Autoposher wasn't good, message me or come on here and tell me on live that I'm a horrible person, because you will find that it's great. All right, sold a pair of these are Allbirds, believe it or not. So we just sold a pair of Allbirds. We will ship those out. We'll ship those out today live. I'll have to go get them, which will be no problem. It'll take me 30 seconds. But these are Allbirds. You wouldn't think these would be Allbirds because we're used to the wool runners, but these have the tread on them, peak nose probably. So these are more of like a trail running shoe. So like a trail running shoe. These sold for $37.99 full asking price, and these are going out ground. So since these are going out ground, I'm going to put them in a large poly mailer. They're not going to get hurt or anything going in a poly mailer. But what I will do, what I am going to do is put this puzzle piece together on TikTok so it doesn't kick me off. And then I'm going to put the sole and sole together because these are very aggressive and I don't want it to rip the bag open. So I'm going to put the sole together to the sole, and then I'll put it in the bag and roll it up. I found a new clothing item from Allbirds. Do those sell? I don't know. I have seen Allbirds t-shirts and I pass up on them because they price them at $5 at our store. I didn't even look up comps, but there's no way that those things sell for over $20, which would be what I would have to make out off of those. So I'm not sure what you found. Maybe they have pants or shorts. I know Bird Dogs has pants, and those are a great pickup. Different. What's up, Shy Girl? Trail runners. Those are called trail runners. There you go. I have some women's of those. Casey, there you go. $37.99 is what I priced them at. These are men's. Let me make sure they're going. They're men's, but they're going to Diane. So she got them for her husband because she's like, if she's anything like my wife, she's probably like, my husband needs to lose a little bit of weight. I make her sound so bad. I'm telling myself I need to lose a little bit of weight. The crew's got me where I shouldn't be. Retail arbitrage, FootJoy. I do pick up FootJoy shorts if they have a nice pattern like this. Right now, all over pattern print is in, as we know. What's up? What's up over there, 24 on IG? Thanks for popping in. T-shirts. Yeah, Courtney. I stay away for those t-shirts. New phone. Oh, there's Chris at Peak over on YouTube. Chris at Peak Asheville. By the way, guys, when we drove through Florida, we drove back through the mountains, through Asheville, through Knoxville, that whole way. Never been that way before. Beautiful area. Just beautiful. All right. So these shorts paid, I think, around $13 for them. I'd have to check. Sold them for $35. Retail arbitrage. Here we go. So this is the second Polo Ralph Lauren that we've sold today. This one has a couple things going for it. I could have priced it for more money, but I didn't. But it's white. White shirts always tend to sell well because whatever reason, it goes with everything. You can wear it under a blazer. It goes with every blazer, whatever. But this is a 4XB. So obviously, if you've been reselling a while, you know Polo Ralph Lauren, bigger sizes sell better. But if you're new, you want to look for bigger sizes. Also, if you're getting a white shirt like this, you want to make sure there are no stains. No stains. It's huge. You'll have to check it over. Autoposher sale, $23.74. I don't list anything at $23.74. So this was someone got an offer overnight and they took it. Whatever percent I have. I think I have it set at 5% right now. What's up from South Carolina now? South Carolina we drove through too. Savannah, woo! I like South Carolina too. I'm gonna have to do some traveling over to the Carolinas. On Autoposher, is there any way to delete some photos? Because Mercari only takes 12 photos. Thanks in advance. I had the same question earlier, Bobby. I just started selling on Mercari, so I haven't had that issue yet. And I also was telling people I don't take a ton of photos. The only item that I have more than 12 photos on or 12 are suits. So, and I haven't cross-listed any suits on a Mercari yet. But I bet when you cross-list, are you able to take some of those off? We can do that in a minute. We can try that in a minute. If Autoposher is still in the chat, it is on YouTube. She can explain to you. But that's going to Kim. So bigger the better. Paid $5 for that. Another Bad Birdie. Let's talk about it. Why am I selling these for $39.99 or $37.99? Because these particular patterns and models were overproduced and they all got shipped to outlet centers. So there's just a ton on the market. If I found a Bad Birdie that was not a saturated pattern, I would probably sell it for around $32 used. This just happens to be a saturated pattern. So that's why I'm selling this for $37.99. Bad Birdie, you want to look for that little birdie right there. Right now, it's a good brand to be on the lookout for polos. So people ask, what are the good polos? Here's one. We talked about a G4 earlier. If you missed it, we were there. Mac and cheese bottoms. I have some women. Oh yeah, they do like those do look like mac and cheese bottoms. Those Allbirds, they sure do. Y'all come visit Asheville. Look, Casey said, come visit Asheville. That's close to me. I'll drive up. There you go. Yeah, we should all go to Asheville. It's really cool. I mean, I didn't go into Asheville, but around it, the mountain ranges, or I mean, I'm used to like seeing the Rocky Mountains, but they're mountains. They're mountains. All right, here we go. Under Armour. Please help me with this, everybody. Please help me with this. What did you do? What did you get for them? I think I missed it. For the Bad Birdie or the shoes? The Bad Birdie, KMD. The Bad Birdie or the polo or the shoes? Bad Birdie was $37.99. The polo was $23.74. And the shoes were $37.99. $37.99. Tell Shelby, the Biltmore in Asheville. Yes, the Biltmore. That's where Richie Rich was filmed, and we both loved that movie. So Bad Birdie, it sold for $37.99. But if I were to find one used, there's a chance I would sell that for around $30 too. All right, here's Under Armour. Please help me with this. Last year, I found out that Under Armour sits. Under Armour solid polos. Full. They sit. This is the most plain Jane Under Armour you can find. Little bit older, plain Jane Under Armour you can find. Nothing special about it. It sold for $17.99. It's just a tease. Like, why is Under Armour such a tease? Like, I don't want to pick it up anymore. And then you get a sale like this, and you're like, shoot, if I can pick that up for $5, take pictures super quickly and sell similar, and cross list it, have it all done within like 2 or 3 minutes, why wouldn't I do that to make a $10 profit? But then they sit. So what am I supposed to do? School color blue? It's because of blue? You think the color is the reason why? I sell them for $16.99 and can't get them to move for $17.99. Okay. Maybe price them at $16.99. Now that's something I would do. Summer's a little bit slower. So these are very, very easy to list. How many pictures did I take for those? Or for that one? That one I took barely 5 pictures. Barely 5 pictures. So I'll show you. There's my thumbnail picture. Front picture. Chest to chest picture. Top to bottom picture. The only reason I took this awful back picture is just to show it has a little bitty hit on the back. That's it. Normally, if there's no hit on the back, I won't even take a back picture. Don't say that's why they're not selling, because my Polo Ralph Lauren's will do the same thing, and they don't, and they'll sell just fine. Next item, a good one. Actually, next item is a Joe. It's another hat. So it's another hat. It's another Tiger Woods hat. How many? Just a couple days. Just a couple days. We sold what? 3 of these. So these are going to Joe Namath. Just kidding. Hi Bobby. Do you mean okay? Okay. So you guys are talking. If you're over on YouTube, Autoposher's over there this morning. Just got released. If you're just now joining in, the whole process and the whole program is available for everybody. So you can hop over to YouTube. We're going to go in and look at what I have listed so far. And that's that. Kentucky Wildcats blue, new coach Mark Pope. Yeah, the Wildcats needed a new coach. The Wildcats needed a new coach because they are supposed to be winning every year and they don't. I can't sell Under Armour for $14. I stopped getting them. Yep, I stopped too. And then we had the 3 that sold the last time I went live, and then we had one sell today. So, like I said, please help me figure it out. I don't know. I still have 2 totes. I have a tote full of striped Under Armour, and a tote full of solid. And judge my system as much as you would like, but you know it works for me. I know that looks like a crazy mess, but as always, if you're new here, this is how I do my system. I take pictures, I bring it down, I put it in like bin. These are all Under Armour striped polo shirts. So if the orange one sells, where's the orange one at? Oh, right there. Boom, I can just pull it off the top. That saves me time. I don't have to put it in a separate bag, inventory it, put it in the inventory system, put the inventory label in my listing. It just saves me time. That's how I do it. All right. Next item. Peter Millar. I have a few of these listed. This one sold, if you guys remember recently in a live packing that I sold one like this. It has the little Peter Millar crown on the cuff. People put initials a lot of times on the cuff, you know, they have their watch, and when they're outside of their suit, people can see, ooh, they're special because they have their initials. But this is the second time I found a Peter Millar on the cuff. This sold. This helped sell this. Like I said, I have others priced at the same, and this sold before the others. I don't know, but I've only found that a couple times. It sold for, by the way, it sold for $23.74. Another Autoposher sale. I have nothing listed at $23.74. So someone took a best offer on that. Okay, I got some questions. Here. Jason, making sure it's going to Jason, and it is. Now, I'd be interested to see. I did sell one of those about a week or two ago, and that's a repeat buyer. Bet you it's going to the same person. You probably thought, hey, let me get this, see if it works out for me, and then if it does, I'm going to go back to that person who packs their stuff real nicely, and I'm gonna buy it another one because his packing's great. See how that worked? I sell them for $69.99. Get the Kentucky Wildcats blue. That's my system new. I know Reisner has the same system. Tekken Sports has a similar system. Hey, do whatever works for you. My system when I started out was a pile in the corner of a guest bedroom. So, hey, question, Adventure and you, what's up? Is there if there is a W in front of the number on the pants, is it women's? In front of the number, I only can tell women's sizes by like 16. You know, if it's a pair of Lucky jeans, they'll be like 14, 12. That's how I know if it's a women's. But they can also be confused with kids because they're size similar too. If your system works for you and you can find an item when it sells, no judgment here. There you go, Jen. Same thing for you guys. Next item, Zags. So Gonzaga, I think Purdue, we knocked them out. So I went to Purdue, as a lot of you guys know. I think we knocked them out of the tournament. New with tags, retail arbitrage item. I've had this listed for, I don't know, 3 months. Someone said, would you take 20? I had it at $27. Yep, $20. Offer sent. Are your prices different on eBay and Poshmark? Tanya, I do sometimes on my items. So when I do my cross listing with Autoposher, when I do the Poshmark part, a lot of times I'll change my pricing. If it's at $22.99, I'll change it to $25. So if people search up $0 to $25 or $25 to $50, Audra, thanks for the tip. That was from her. It puts it in two different categories, so more eyes see it. And also Poshmark takes 20%. So sometimes I'll raise my price by a couple bucks. And then I feel like on Poshmark, you get a lot more offers than you do on eBay. So yeah, I change my prices often when I cross this on the Poshmark. But now that Mercari doesn't have seller fees, it would almost be the opposite, right? All right. I just did a short recently about, you need to know about this. So white oak cone denim right there. These are on Lucky brand jeans, white oak cone denim. It helps boost the value. So I don't buy Lucky brand anymore, but if you have your white oak cone denim and they have the salvage on the bottom, that's good. These sold for Again, $23.74 Autoposher sale on those. So Autoposher sale on those, someone sent or took the offer. We did sell some other stuff while we were here. Let me answer. Would be better. I bought Bird Dog shorts for the first time on Whatnot. The seller paid them as a great resale item. What I bought them for? Let me go for it. Oh, always have a second phone, computer, check comps. Okay, so you bought some Bird Dog shorts from Whatnot, thinking to resell them, but they sold for the same. Yeah. So a lot of times, if you have a phone by you and you're buying stuff off of Whatnot, look up those comps. I've done it plenty. I bought stuff off of just about everybody who does Whatnot shows. What's up, Raleigh? What's up, Chasen? Raleigh Scott. Yeah, look up your comps, or you'll have a good idea. Oh, I've sold that before. I can get money off of that. I can make money off that. I will not forget. Poor guy, K-Way. I love taking advantage of him and stealing money off that guy. He sold a CC Filson shirt. Everyone was sleeping for like $22 in his Whatnot show. I think I sold it for $50. So people were sleeping on CC Filson that show. Just sold new Peter Millar tennis shoes for $60. Paid $5. Peter Millar tennis shoes. There you go. I have not had good luck, but I've only found Peter Millar loafers. So Peter Millar tennis shoes, Bolo, keep your eyes out for. What do you think the percent of your sales comes from Autoposher? All right, so you know what, guys? Earlier we talked about things that have not sold. It updated. So it updated to show that it sold, or that it shipped, I mean. We're talking about eBay. Things aren't showing shipped, even though I printed out the labels and I shipped it. It is now showing it shipped. So there's an Autoposher. 1, Autoposher. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 sales out of 21. 5 out of 21 were Autoposher that I know for a fact. Some of those could have been, there could be more from the D-list, relist, which I could go in and check, but I'm not going to. But for sure 5. So 5 of 21. Pretty good percentage right there. You got 25 about percent of my sales came from Autoposher. Cone Mills White Oak was the last U.S. denim mill, closed in 2018. Yep. I just, somebody was asking me about that the other day, Ryzer. I know you know it. Autoposher is amazing. B-Rad put me on, and I love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is. I don't promote anything. Do you guys ever hear me promote anything? There's a lot of companies and people talking to me about different things, and I'm like, nah, no thanks. I only talk about things that I use that are good. For men's and women's, check the weather. The button-up zipper comes up. I'm starting to get weird Poshmark messages asking me to visit their bio, send them pics info. No. On Poshmark, when I first started, at least, all I answer are offers, and that's it. Or counter offers, because Autoposher sends out offers, people counter offer. When people ask questions, weird stuff, and address, no, I don't on any of those. I don't even mess with it, especially when they say, does this item? If they're not even specific, like, do these Judy Blues have a rise of 14 or 13? That's specific. If they're like, is this item still for sale? No, don't answer. Just sold a lot of 3 Allen Edmonds shoes for $220. Well, I just bought 15 each. Thanks for recommending the brand. Yes, Allen Edmonds is a great brand to sell. I sold a pair of Tekava's boots for $90. Got them for $12. That is a great brand of boots. If you didn't see K-Way, he'll probably tell you today when he goes live. He bought a pair of boots yesterday, and he already sold them. I'll let him tell you about that. VHS or DVD worth your time. Last month, I had a VHS sell for $50. So it just depends on which ones they are. And again, your buy cost. If you can get DVDs at a yard sale for 25 cents a piece, I think it might be worth the time. You could lot them all up and sell them as a lot on eBay, put them in a box and ship them. All right. So what has sold since we've been live? We have, someone just sent a message on those. I'm just wondering if you might ship those today. Someone sent me a message on those Allbirds to see if I shipped them. Yes, they'll get that message now. We sold Allbirds and we sold FootJoy. I'll get to those later. Thank you, brother. You're welcome. I did find 4 Dixon flannels this week, though. Paid $5, 3 of them. 14 at 1 Plato's, guys. Everyone's going to Plato's Closet and sourcing. I have not had good luck at Plato's. Maybe you guys do. But yeah, go to Plato's. I'm hearing more and more people go to Plato's Closet and finding it. This is what's happening. Thrift stores have had the upper hand since the pandemic because the supply chains was hard for all these new people. I know Plato's is different, but retail arbitrage. Now there's an overabundance of clothing at retail arbitrage stores. And so this is eBay. Retail arbitrage. So now retail arbitrage stores, you're starting to get prices really, really cheap, cheaper than Goodwill. And then now Goodwill's prices for used clothing is super high. So Goodwill is going to be forced to start dropping their prices. I'm telling you right now, I've already seen it here. People were freaking out here in Indy 2 years ago when they upped all their prices. And a lot of those items are still, they've priced them down. They price those items down. Ooh, the jeans too in the same boot company. Let me go get those Allbirds real quick. Jill, just hang on a second. If you're on TikTok, there's 160 of you. Hop on over to YouTube if you want to see me go into Autoposher. If you're on IG, same thing. Head on over to my YouTube or Facebook. I'm live over there right now. I'll screen share with you guys and show Autoposher. Other than that, later today, after I lay a whole bunch of mulch, I'm going to do a live thrift haul. New brands to me, hopefully new brands to you. I'll post that on YouTube probably tomorrow. So just to let you know, maybe tonight. I don't know. I wish Goodwill will lower their prices. You just got to find the items they don't know about. They'll up their prices on North Face. That's fine. You find a brand that they don't know about, like Foul Raven or whatever it's called, and they'll price that for cheap. Can we watch it on YouTube later? Yeah, you can go watch it on YouTube later. So if you don't have time right now, you can go watch this live on YouTube. Just go to my YouTube channel, go under the live. It won't be under my videos. It'll be under live, and you can watch it later. Just go all the way to the end, unless you want to hear my voice for an hour and 30 minutes, and no one wants to do that. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later on TikTok. Everyone else, you can stick around, and I'll see you later over on IG. Okay, so real quick, while everyone's hopping in, I'm going to go grab those Allbirds shoes real quick. They're just right next door with my shoes. Wait for people to come in, and then we'll head on over to Autoposher Online. I'll show you how it all works. So just hold on a second. All right. My inventory system worked well, right? All right. So here are those Allbirds shoes that sold. Really bad lighting, but these are blue. I don't recommend getting, I don't really like getting Allbirds anymore unless I can find them for like $5 to $7. They just don't sell like they used to. I haul out at Plato's. I'm coming down to St. Louis and I'm coming to your Plato's Closets because here in Indy, it's not worth it. And you're not too far from me. So thank you for the heads up. I'm coming to you and stealing all your stuff. All right. So these sold on eBay. Let's go on eBay. We're going to print these off real quick because I like doing sales with you guys. All orders awaiting shipments. We're going to purchase shipping label and we are going to ship it out. So these are going ground advantage. So these will also go in a poly mailer because they're very, very soft and all that sort of stuff. So print label. There that goes. All right, everyone. Let's go over to Autoposher. So we're just going to go to the main website. It's brand new. Hey, thanks for coming over, guys. All the people, thanks for coming over. We'll go over to Autoposher. And here we are. Let me answer any questions real quick. I'm here. Thanks, Amy, for coming. Have you match play pants, shorts been selling? Have you had a pair listed for about 2 months with one watcher listed at $19.99 used? I would have to look at my solds. So solds, I'll look at match play. If you guys don't know, those are Under Armour match. The last one I sold used was on March 4th. So March 4th, I sold them for $23.99. My same price. They just don't sell right away. But now that it's becoming spring and summer, they'll sell quick. I'll pack these up in a minute. I already printed out the label. Let's get on into it. So this is Autoposher's brand new, I guess, website. It's all changed. Yesterday it looked completely different. So sign up for free right here. You can explore the plans so you can see which one fits you best. So if you just want the automation, which is like your virtual assistant that I always talk about, it's $35 a month. This is what I've had since May of last year, I believe. This automation. So I paid $35 a month to have it do this. Let me show you. So for $35 a month, you can have it. I'm going to come over to here and go to my dashboard. For $35 a month, you can have it share all your stuff on Poshmark. Again, this is while you're doing whatever you want in your life. It's doing it all in the background. It's having a virtual assistant, basically, that you're paying $35 a month, which is a 100% write-off at the end of the year. I just did my taxes. So it shares on Poshmark. It sends offers on Poshmark. It follows people who follow you. On eBay, it sends offers automatically. So this is already today, 23 offers. It does delist, relist, which are called recreates. So if you have an item that's about to naturally recreate on eBay, it'll have the same title ID and it will get bogged down in the algos. Autoposher will delist that item and recreate it so it looks like it's a brand new item on eBay, which helps your store. eBay likes active stores. And then on Mercari, I don't have the offer set up yet. I just started selling on Mercari. No relist yet today because I only have like 10 items on there. I just started. And I don't currently sell on Depop. So I'm thinking about Depop, but anyways. So we'll go over here back to our plan. So that's what I had for forever, the automation. So if you wanted to do all those things, send out offers, do all the sharing, the recreates, the relists, all that stuff, it's $35 a month. If you only sell on Poshmark, it's only $25. If you just want the cross listing, which I'm about to show you, it's $40 a month. If you want to unlock additional credits, so if you have a really big store, you need additional credits, then you're going to add $20 onto that. So I'm going to go over to, well, let's talk about this first. If you want both, here's your price for both. I need the $20 extra for the credits because I have a really large store and it's my full-time job. If it was my side hustle, I might not need it, but I do. So I pay $89 a month right now. I pay $89 a month. I have the large package. So I have the automation and the cross listing. And look, you get an early bird special right now for the bundle. And then we'll go over to inventory. So this is what your cross lister will look like. These are things that I listed yesterday and I have yet to cross list. So I list all my stuff on eBay and then I cross list from my eBay to Poshmark and Mercari. Let me make sure I answer your questions real quick if you have any. Good morning. So does this all make sense so far? Good. Thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up. Everything good? So we went over, again, we'll go back to that page. We went over explore the plan so you can see the pricing. People were wondering how much it costs. So there's the automation. That's what I had until March. And then I also had the automation plus the cross listing. So I cross listed over to other platforms. So my sales pitch to myself was, good morning. Is there credit per cross listing? Yes. So it doesn't cost a credit to have your items. Sorry, let's go over here. We're going to go to inventory. We're going to the cross listing. It doesn't cost you any credits to import your items. So if you're new to Autoposher and you just now buy the cross lister, you can import all your items over here from eBay. That does not cost you credit. What will cost you credit is when you cross list that item. And I'll show you that here in a second. So if I cross list one item to Poshmark, that's one credit. If I push it over to Mercari, that's another credit. So that's 2 credits. If you're just selling on eBay and Poshmark, you do 1 credit here, 1 credit here, 1 credit here. Does that make sense? I've sold Polo Ralph Lauren on Depop. I'm just saying, Lulu, I'm going to sell on Depop. It's just a matter of time. I need to get everything cross-listed to Poshmark. I mean, onto Mercari and then Depop. I think I'm going to make Depop more of a vintage style store. I'm not going to do everything. You're welcome, Tony, for answering. All right, let's go over here. So let me show you how fast it is. Let me go back to what I was saying. I had to sell it to myself, a cross-lister. I was just on eBay. I was selling plenty of items. I was doing fine. I'm like, I don't want to waste more time. I would rather list 20 items a day on eBay than list 10 and cross-list. Until I found out when Autoposher came out how easy it is to cross-list. Let's watch how much time this takes. Here's a North Face jacket, $47.99. I'm going to click on list on Poshmark. It took over everything. Again, I'm explaining this to you. Right now, all I would do is just list on Poshmark and it would list. It would take me 5 seconds. But right now, I'm explaining it to you. It took over my title, my description, which is very simple description from eBay, my price, brand new, the color, the size, everything from eBay. Men's windbreakers, everything. So all I do, list on Poshmark. And once it pops up, it's listed on a Poshmark. Literally takes 5 seconds. Same thing with Mercari. Click on it. It brought over all the information. I'm going to list it over to Mercari. And done and done. So my question to myself was, is it worth my time? Is it worth my money? Now I just opened my 2 items to 2 different platforms, to a ton of new eyes, and it took me 5 seconds for each item to cross list. Yes, it's worth my time, especially if I do that 15 or 20 times a day with my items that I need to still cross list these items that I listed last night. But yeah, it's worth my time. And then at the end of the year, I write it all off. So it's all free, basically. So there you go. We're going to cross list this once. There's 1 credit. See that little 1? And then we're going to cross list it over to Mercari. If there's an issue, it won't let you cross list and it will have like a red box around the issue. Let's say your title's too long or something's different. It will let you know. So it will let you know if there's an issue. And if you have this little box right here, it's not verified. But once you cross list it, usually it's always verified. That box goes away. So these are active now on all those platforms. And look at me. I have 19 items now on Mercari. I'm a big boy. I'm getting big. Did you show the eBay listing on, did you do the eBay listing on mobile? So yes, I list all my, and I haven't talked about that in a while. I list every single one of my items on my phone. Every item I list on my phone. I started that process when I was teaching, so I could do it during preps, during lunches, all those things. And I've just made it so I'm really efficient. I do it all through my phone. So I can sit down, watch TV if I'm on a car on a car trip or driving to my in-laws. My wife will drive. I can list 5 items in the car. I list everything from my phone. So I take pictures from my phone and I list everything on eBay from my phone. And then I can either do it from my phone or later at night from my laptop is what I do. I cross list. So there you go. I'm going to actually put these at $25, even though it will round up to 25. I'm going to put it to 25 because I want it to be seen in both the 25 to 50 category and the 0 to 25 category. Listing those over to Poshmark now. So that's how easy it is to cross list. Again, we can go over to your dashboard. This is all right here. Super user friendly. When we started this a little bit ago, I had 818 shares. Now we've had more since we've been on here. And I don't even remember how many recreates and offers we've had sent out. So I don't even know. Or do you have to make the eBay listing on the desktop? I do all my eBay listings. You are a big boy. Hey, Amy, I thank you for calling me a big boy. I feel like I'm a big boy now too. So if you guys have any other questions about it, it's that easy. I don't feel like it needs much explanation. So if you're new, you go to SurfsUpFinds.com. You can get $5 off. Again, I'll just show you real quick. So we'll go over here. Go over here. This is my fancy wancy website, except it just says welcome Thrift Real PB. But all it has on my website basically are what I use. So you get $5 off Autoposher. You just click on that, and it'll send you over here, and it'll say your friend gave you $5 off. So you get $5 off, and you'll sign up through that link. And you didn't see it because you're only seeing this screen still, but it sends you over to Autoposher. And then at my eBay store, so you can see what I sell, all that sort of stuff. I don't put it on there to buy stuff from me. The products I use on Amazon, and then I have my Venmo hooked up, and then my socials. So that's it over there. That is it over there. And we're back. So do you do the cross-listing also on your mobile? I do. I can do it from my mobile. It's extremely easy. You just make it into an app on your phone. It's very easy to do. But it's easier for me to do it on my laptop when I'm just chilling at night. How do we use the white background on Autoposher? Thanks in advance. I don't use it. I missed out about credits. Liz, we can go back over there. Autoposher. So when you look at explore the plans, you'll see how many credits you can get. So this is the one I have, 69 a month. Plus I pay 20 for more. So you get the bundle pros, what I do. But you get 750 credits. So every time you do, and plus 100 smart credits. So anytime you cross list to one platform, it's 1 credit. So I do the $89 a month package, and I pay for it. I don't get it for free or anything. And I get 2,000 plus 500 smart credits. So for every time I cross list, it's 1 credit. And I haven't used all 2,000. So those are your credits, what you get. If you just get the basic store at $69 a month, if you want to use the cross lister and the automation tool, is $69.99. If you just want to use the cross lister and you list maybe 5 items a day, it'd be a $40 a month cross lister program for you. But if you want the automation system too, it's you'd be looking at this package right here. So you just go to Autoposher and just look at their explore our plans, and it will tell you all about their plans. So hopefully that helps out a little bit for you. What do you do? What do you do with the credits? There's nothing you do with the credits. You just a credit is every time that you cross list. I'm gonna go over here to my inventory. Anytime you cross list, it counts as a credit. So we just talked about the different on the plans. You have all your different listing credits. So I have 2,000 plus 500 smart credits. So I have, let's just say I have 2,000 credits. When I go over to my inventory, I'm about to use 1 of my credits listing over to Poshmark. See that little 1? There's 1 credit. So now I have 1,999 credits left for the month, this cycle. If I want to use another one on the Mercari, I'll do that. List on Mercari. Now, if you want, you can go through and make sure everything lines up right. And I do that most of the time, but 99% of the time it does, so I don't feel like I have to. But yeah, that's a credit. That is your credit. So I still need to cross list these items that I listed last night. So, yep. So it's that quick, that easy. Boom, boom, boom. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Do the credits expire or roll over? Good question. Autoposher, are you still in here? I haven't used all my credits. So I guess it wouldn't even matter if they rolled over. But I'm pretty sure you get per month. Let's go look. Autoposher, explore the plans. So I would say a month. So every month you get 2,000. Every month you get 2,000. You pay more if you don't have credit. Sorry, just trying to get it. Do you pay more if you don't have credits? No. So credits are part of the package. So credits are part of the package. Let's go back over. I'll show you, Cindy. So when you get a package, we're just talking credits. So credits only apply to cross-listing. It doesn't apply to the automation service, just to the cross-listing. So when you get a cross-listing package, let's say just cross-listing, you get 750 credits, which means you can cross-list 750 times. One time to Poshmark, and if you also cross-list it to Mercari, that's 2 times. So 2 out of 750. So if you're listing 5 items a day and you're cross-listing to just Poshmark, you're going to do 5 credits a day. So 5 times 30, you won't get to 750. So you wouldn't even need to worry about that. So the cheapest plan would work if you're doing 5 items a day. But if you're cross-listing over to Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop, that's 3 credits per item. If that makes sense. Once it sells, it will remove from all platforms, correct? Yep, I'll show you that too. So we'll come over here, and you can tell because I will go to my inventory, and you'll see sold. See right here where it says sold? You'll see that it got delisted. So it sold on eBay. It delisted it right away immediately from Poshmark and Mercari. Sold on eBay, delisted it. Sold on Poshmark, delisted it. Sold on Mercari. What? Did I just have my first sale? I have 2 sales on Mercari. I'm a big boy for sure. Sold on Mercari, delisted it from both. So immediate delisting. So with other cross listers, you have to go in and manually delist it, which, you know, if you have the time to do it, great. I like to not have to worry about it. Boom, done. Delisted automatically. So yeah, bam, delisted. I'm excited about that. How about that? Mercari, got my first sale. Now I have to figure out the whole shipping process. Let's see. Warning, I have found that if I start my listing on eBay and cross-listing using Autoposher, Mercari only takes like 6 to 7 photos. If I have more pics on my eBay listing, not often, they don't allow the transfer. So when do I do my measurements on my photos? I end up, into my eBay photos, they say measurements are in the pics. It only actually isn't in there. Also, I tend to put the line above the description. Details and flawless condition. That doesn't cross post either. I guess this needs to be a description in the cross post. So good question, or good topic to talk about. So what you're saying is when you're cross listing over to Mercari, let's go back to our inventory listed. So if you're cross listing this over to Mercari, it only takes a certain amount of pictures because Mercari only lets it have a certain amount of pictures. I take less than 8 pictures really per item, more like 5 pictures per item unless it's a suit. So when I list over to Mercari, it all my pictures go over there just fine. But if you have a suit or a blazer, that's where you need to address maybe your best pictures to Mercari, or just don't cross-list suits. Maybe save that credit for other items. So if you have a suit, let's look like a suit. Like this Purple Label suit or this Brooks Brothers Madison suit, I might not want to list that over to Mercari or this because I have a ton of pictures on this item. So the suits I might not list to Mercari. I might save my credits for all my other items. So like this bathing suit right here. That one I want to list on to Poshmark right now on Mercari. See, I didn't catch that one from before because I'm still cross-listing. So just real easy, boom, boom, cross-listed over. But yeah, suits I guess I won't cross those over to Mercari right now. I'll use my credits towards other items. But again, you don't have to take a million pictures for things to sell. Try to make it quicker. Once it sells, I wish we could convert the credits for background removal, listing credit. Even if it was 2 to 3 background removal credits, 1 listing credit, that would be awesome. Amy, you can go IG Autoposh and talk about it. You know, things, give some feedback over to Autoposher on IG, Instagram, and you know, things you like, things you want better, things like that. You know, she would love to have your input. I like on eBay when you have a store, you get a certain number of free listings per store type. Yes, Cindy. So on eBay, if you have a store, you get, free listings. So you want to have a store that pays for itself. So when you get on eBay, when you get to a point where you're listing more than what a store costs, then you want to look into getting a store on eBay. Congrats on your first sales on Mercari. Thanks, Bobby. Just FYI, Mercari people like to cancel and apparently can. I always message and say, thank you, blah, blah. Okay, so on Mercari, people sale. Tammy, thank you. Look at all these people saying thank you. Mercari takes 12 pictures. I do what I use on the app layout, make it collage. There you go. Are you going to pack the Mercari now? Lulu, you would with me. You would with me. Should we pack it now? Should we pack Mercari now? Let's go over. Let's go over to search set finds. All right, we're gonna go over here. Oh gosh, Mercari. I have not. I'm guessing sales are over here. My listings. Listen up. My listings, right? Where do I find my sale? Guys, I've never sold over here before, so maybe I go over here. Okay, this jacket sold, right? It's sold. It's sold. View order, and then I'm guessing open label. And then I'm going to go to the item label. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to readjust my shipping labels in my... See, I'm not set up. So what I need to do is go into my labels into Mercari and or go to my settings into Mercari and change my settings for printing out labels differently, right? That's what I had to do to Poshmark to get them to a 4x6. But yeah, there it is right there. Boom. Sold it. No eBay fees. How about that? How about that, everybody? And plus, that's jackets upstairs. I keep all my zip-up jackets upstairs in a closet. That's where I keep all my zip-ups. But yeah, how about it? Pack it now. Pack it now. It's as easy as eBay. I need to go and redo that. I need to redo the layout. So I don't want to take your time and do that. But yeah, I sold that. I could pack that now. Pack my first one. The other day, I tried to list my first one. See, this guy looks like a nice guy. He doesn't look like he's going to cancel. But yeah, there we go. First sold item on Mercari, and I only have, 20 items listed? Not sure you responded as a part-time seller. At one point, should I start looking at a listing across the service? Hoping to try to list 5 per day. It won't make it happen. So, Carolyn, what I would recommend is don't get an eBay store, don't get a cross-lister, don't get an automation system until you think it will pay for itself. So the whole point of those things, like I'm not going to hire someone that takes pictures for me unless I can pay them out of the business and still make money. If I'm paying for that service and it's making me lose money, I'm not being in a profit every month, I'm not going to pay for that service. But if I get to where I have a 500 items and I need to get a store, I definitely want to cross-list those items, then definitely it's worth picking up a cross-lister or AI or an eBay store or whatever. You want it to pay for itself. Mercari has been popping since the eBay change is good. I'm glad. I'm about to be popping on it. I'm about to be popping all my listings over there. Sometimes my listing items on eBay disappears for no reason. What happens to my listings on Autoposher show? So every time you're on Autoposher, we'll go back over to Autoposher. I already did it once today. I think you get 3 times. You can resync right here. You see that resync button? You resync all your inventory and it will resync everything from every platform in real time. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes to sync everything. And it will show that it's not delisted, partially delisted. I'll have to look at this one. I think I sold that one. So I delisted that one, I think. But I'm going to take it off there. I'll double check that later. But yeah, so you just resync your inventory and it will work for you right here where it says resync. That's how if you list 10 items on eBay right now, they won't show up on here until you resync it. So once you resync it, all those items will show up for you. Hopefully that helps out. All right, guys. Do you do well with Chubby's men's swimwear? Yes, I do. I just sold a pair just like this the other day. So Chubby's, if you can buy it for under $5, I think it's worth picking it up, in my opinion. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here because I have a lot to do today. I have to actually work and not talk to you guys. You're welcome, Daryl. Appreciate everyone as always. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Lulu, you're trying to get me. I need to get in here. I know, big boy Liz, I know. I need to get in on my Mercari and I need to change my settings for my printer. I had that same issue on Poshmark. So print off weird. So I need to change it to 4x6 when I print my labels. That's what I'm going to do right now after I get off here. Appreciate you guys as always. I'll see you later. I am going to put out a live haul, or not a haul, but a haul video on YouTube later. And I put a live